Greetings and welcome everyone to the world of NieR Automata, and in this video we are just reading the interviews of NieR Automata anime. These interviews are available in the DVD box set, and as you can see this picture, obviously if you think how I got these pictures, wait a minute, I cannot see anything here. You see these pictures, these were uploaded by, obviously provided by the anime account on Twitter. And as you see, we have two box sets. If you are familiar with, if you saw my last post on YouTube, I posted many times. I told you about these DVD box sets. So here we have the DVD box set for the first part of anime, first 12 chapters. This is the first box with the 2B's picture and then these illustrations. And this one is the elemental book, and then this one is the pod reports. This one here is one of the extra stories that you will have, and it is written by Junisima. If I can, wait a minute, let me see. We can zoom it. Here, you see, it is written by Junisima. You can see it, maybe, I don't know if you can, let me. Okay, here. This is written by Junisima. This is an extra book for volume 1, and just like that, wait a minute. Here, just like that, this is the second book for another story. So I don't know what story this one has. I have only read this black version, and I'm trying to translate every book so that I can. We can say I can share this on my channel. Obviously, for now, for today's video, I have converted this one book. This has the interview sections of NieR Automata anime every episode. Let me just show you all the episodes. I have made this whole file for you. Here, you see these is the interview sections. So let us, before I go to these interview sections, uh, let me just start from the beginning here. So just like I want to tell you everything, like this is the our Blu-ray DVD box set. We have these pictures. Then this extra DVD is this is an extra episode. Like if you remember, in anime we have 24 episodes, but the game has 26 endings alphabetically from A to Z. So this one, and here this one, this is fatal error. Sorry, this one in black box, this one is fatal error, and in white box, this one is okay. I'm saying it's wrong. This one is time to relax. This one is fatal error, and obviously you can see all the illustrations. Then this book, I have the picture. I was just showing you like uh, here. So as you can see, this booklet is a short story written by Junisima. Junisima has written all Yoko Taro books, novels from Drakengard, even Drakengard manga. I believe the I don't remember the name of the manga series. That manga series is about Brother One and Nero. They are the characters after Drakengard One. No, sorry, Drakengard Three, and then Drakengard One starts, because in that manga you will see how Kaim and his fathers were killed, and how Furia became such like a. You will see that story. Then this envelope which has some information. Then this obviously the pod reports, and here, yes, this book is the one I have translated. Here you can see on internet you must have okay, on internet you must have seen that many times people talked about how this report, a code report that was available in the DVD box set. This is the one here, as you see here. Uh, I think I didn't make the resolution good for this version, but oh, we can hardly see anything. It doesn't matter. This is the second report via code, which tells you that obviously that. Let me just read it for you. In this branch, a different course of events compared to the previous ones until now was recorded. Despite the, I can't even read it, that all existing singularities to be minus A2 had ceased. Oh my God. At this point, the phenomena changed due to, I should have just made a good resolution, due to a violation of orders by a particular pod system, pod 042 and 153, obviously. This is just a summary type of what a code is telling you what happened in the anime. Now, if you wonder that why Yoko Taro, why they did the creators make these kind of things, important things in these limited medias, this is simply, and the simple answer is because the anime was not done by Yoko Taro. The main purpose was obviously to market the game. And obviously, Yoko Taro was not the director. He just has his name as a part of this project, because obviously, if Yoko Taro here there are more reports. Let me just first finish myself. So because Yuko Taro, if do not is he is not involved in the project, then there will be not much appreciation with the project. We already know that how much many people were not watching the anime. I mean, many game of fans never watched the anime. So just like that. And if I talk about why Yuko Taro made these, because just like in the Your Stage plays, he made the stage play. I mean, other directors did the stage play, wrote the story, and then obviously to connect with his game universe, when fans will ask what is the meaning of this story with his universe, then obviously he makes interviews and make these kind of written statements, because it is very easy to use these statements and these lines to just I mean, you can see, instead of making very great episodes or load or setup stories, just give some written statement is much easier and obviously affordable. I mean, NieR franchise is not that much well earning. Okay, uh, let's just read this one report also. This report is obviously from Pods. Let me see. Oh, I should have made the resolution good. Don't worry, the interviews are not like this. Just these things are the screenshots I just made for this video. Let's see. The pod system disguised as a combat system. Now, this is one thing I have explained so much in detail in my pod video, lore and explain video. You will see that the pod system was disguised as a combat system, and this is what this report is telling you. Pod system, disguised as a combat system, is scheduled for initiation in the final phase of Project Yorha. Details of integration, managements, and error corrections in this case are described as comments, the pod sharing service, dynamic group formation and application, disposal memories of your units. Oh, as you can see, this is the part. This part is the like obviously last episode when pods were deciding what to do. Uh, this is the order of doing things. Commence the pod service system. So obviously they will just unite all the pod system, and then they will dispose the Yorha unit data correction of pod. Now, if people are confused about what is the thing like Yorha wanted data and why they are destroying the data, the thing is that the purpose of Yorha was just to get combat data. So they are destroying their personal data, existence of all the characters Android 2B 9A2, so that there is no evidence of anything. I mean, obviously, these memories of androids are like evidence what happened with this last generation. So obviously, they are destroying that. Correction of pod system error, obviously, the thing that happened, and then translation to the myth management system. In addition, pod 567 will be assigned to operate this program. If you remember in the anime, the pod that who talked to our pod 042 when he was carrying 9 as that was pod 567. So you can, just like I told you, these things were obvious. These things were written by Yoko Taro, or like you can say done by oh my, whoa, that's great. These things were done by creators so that they can give much sense to this whole mess they created with. I mean, they didn't make the anime. They didn't had any purpose with the anime. You will just we will just read the interview sections. You will see that. For now, let's convert this one. This one is the second report of obviously the volume one. I mean, sorry, first report. This one is about scheduled report on 2B. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, I got the order wrong. So let's just read this one. This one is for 9S, this one is for 2B. So let's see this. 2B. The subject observation for this assignment is relatively silent for typical Yorha units. Yeah. I think this report is about from a code. I think we have Angelus language, obviously. Angelic. I don't remember the language name. I mean, if anyone can translate that, it's up to you. You can have the screenshots if you want. Let's see, read here. Due to the nature of this mission, C is often paired with 9S, yet to be rarely speaks, responding to 9S chatters only with sure, and yes. However, her somber demeanor, sorry for my, I'm not that much great with reading, I mean, for dictating, has captured Nancy's heart. I mean, oh, this is a complete report about, like, Accord is giving another report about 2B, saying that she is what kind of silent character, her mission assigned her with 9S, and Her behavior is so much like not that much cool, or like that kind of person who doesn't talk too much. But for Niners, he loved that kind of behavior, like innocence. Throughout all ages and all cultures, it is said that when a man sees the migrant of a woman like this, he desires to pursue her. Let's remember that if a Tubi is purposefully behaving as such, it is bad, and if she is doing it unconsciously, it is even worse. This will be added to the association's agenda for next time. But if her behavior is out of guilt for her role, there is nothing to we can do. I feel very, very sad for her. These are very some strong words, Aghod. Uh, let's just read this one. The schedule for your high unit INS report, obviously. I mean, you can read it here, don't just go with me. It must be noted that observation of this unit is more difficult than the association thought. Okay, I mean, 9S is a very pain in the ass for many people, even though the URA unit 9S is particularly curious and is constantly on the move, both in real and physical spaces and the digital space. Wait a minute. Real space, physical space, digital space. I don't understand how many spaces we have. Just like the data, we for Android data we have memory data, we have consciousness data, we have like combat data, we have personality data, we have their daily life behavior data. There's so many data. I mean, obviously, it is not easy to collect someone's observation report. Just like see a code. If you don't know, a code works for an association, just like you hear association, and that association is related to something like Sinoalis and near incarnation. That is a library called world. That world is here to, I mean, this association is here to protect all the memories, all the stories that are stored in that world that is called library. So it is duty for a code to do that. But obviously, she's like an observer. I think here there is maybe some word here. I don't know. She's an observer, and her job is to just take care of all these timelines. For this anime timeline, we can obviously say that this timeline doomed because only three characters are alive. Let's just read what Code is here to say about 9S. Both in real physical space and digital space, which leads to unexpected results more often than none, not more often than he's oh yeah, he speaks, he talks quite a lot, and the mere analysis of these records are taking extra numerous time and efforts. I can understand that. I mean, Nanas always talks so much, and his guy, people like him who give so much big explanations, it is very hard to just keep up with everything. Furthermore, he frequently violates regulations all for the sake of his compassion you are unit to be, often resulting in unexpected problems due to excessive cases of explorations and falls from structures. It has proved to be difficult for a single person to track them in many situations. I don't understand. Track them or him? I think they are talking about 2B and Anas both. Okay. For the above reasons, I would like to propose that the observation team be staffed by two recorders. Okay, so literally we have to wait, the recorders, just like I told you, the association, the people who observe a code, they are called recorders. And from the your stage play, what I know, all accords are same. They have same data. Like there are so many accord models, and everyone shares the same data. And there's also one thing. Even though I mean that stage play gives you a side story or perspective of a code, and I will really say I felt so sad for a code. Like she said that how that all these memories that she seen with all people's sadnesses, she has those data in her mind. And even if she die in any branch, like in Dragon Guard 3 she died, all the pain and suffering that she has at that moment will still be stored in the next model that you see. So you can understand, just like your high units, a code is also like suffering with all her duty. Like everyone is doing their duty for something, but I mean, obviously, something for everyone has some reason to do something, and they are suffering because of that, but still they're doing their duty. Okay, let's just finish this. I'm taking so much long. Okay, so additionally, after the loss of 2B, he has been found behaving in several incomprehensible and irrational ways. That is true. That is completely true. People never, I mean, we can never understand what exactly Ninus is thinking after Tubi's death. He completely become insane. The association is currently trying to minimize contact with Ninus as much as possible, as he may be aware that he was a subject of, oh my god, subject of observation despite being infected with a logic virus. Yeah, that is something dangerous, Ninus says. So this report says, I mean, obviously, so we can say this version of 9s in this branch maybe was aware, and maybe we can say this for game also because this is a new detail. So maybe 9s was aware that a code or like, I mean, not a code, someone was watching him. I mean, obviously, if you know the game from Nier Automata, a code has contacts with the resistance members. Even in the stage play, Accord always talked to resistance members. She even talked to A2. She talked to A2. So I think that maybe she never made contact with 2B and Nanas because they are very like important element for this branch. And if she interfered, that would be much problematic. And especially for Nanas, think about the more his curiosity will obviously make him doubt on Accord, and if he hacked her or like found his memories or like that would be very dangerous. Something like that happened in the replicant, I believe. I remember there is a character who tried to hack the whole lunar server. Okay, and this one obviously here this one is the DVD that the replica DVD. There are two DVDs with 9s and this, and just like if you ask that why these hex codes are here, these hex codes obviously give you some dialogues for 2B that how she did like this and that. It is very emotional. Now for obviously this one, oh, this is the cover art for the box that you see in the DVD box. I mean, there is a two artworks here, and both of them are done by here. I have this picture. Both of them are done by Ryuji Masuyama, sir, director of the anime. When he announced the anime, here you can see that same artwork. He did so many artworks for the anime, and when the anime was announced, he did the first artwork saying that we are starting the anime. So you can see that he had so much work and done so great work to make these things. But I personally, uh, okay, let's just finish it. And here you can also see the hex code. Just like I say that if you complain that why these kind of things are always available, like why Yoko Taro give his lore in these kind of media, we cannot do anything about that because everyone uses that, and this is Yoko Taro style. There is no way to. I mean, there is no reason. I mean, there is no use for you to complain about something that he will never stop doing, and even other directors who work with him use the same stuff. And don't worry of like this hex code is about I don't know, you can just translate. I remember that this hex code means don't miss this so or like something. Let's just forget it. Let's go with the interview stuff. Oh, let's go with the interview stuff. I have delayed this video so long. Like I think here it's already 18 minutes. Okay, uh, this video is gonna be so long. So here's the first interview, like with the creator conversation. Ryuji Masuyama, obviously the director I showed you here, and Diego Taro. Obviously, the name are not wrong. I mean, not correct. You see this one, you can translate it yourself. I used the Google Lens, and you can see the results are very great. I love the way that translations are very great. The only mistake I will say about these translations will be that uh, it will be just the names. But maybe I believe like these names are wrong by the director himself and by the translators himself. I mean, these are not the interviews; these are written statements of interviews. So just like here, wait a minute, let me just grow it much. Okay. So let's just read the first interview. We have so many. Like, let me see. One, two, three, four. Oh, then we have Yosuke Saito-san, the producer, obviously, and he was supervisor for the anime. Then anime productions, Fuji, Mr. Fuji, and the producer Matsumoto. If you remember the you remember news about Yoko Taro had plans for the converse for 2v9s scene, that makeout scene. So it was Matsumoto who said, I mean, in that in that interview, it was Matsumoto who said, "Let's not do this idea. Nanas cannot do that. I mean, Nanas will not do that to 2v." So that was Matsumoto. But let's see. Maybe we have the same question in this. We have so many chapters. I don't think I can cover everything here. So okay, so for this video, I will just cover this Ryuji Masuyama and Yoko Taro interview questions. Then we will continue with this in next video, in some video. If you anyone is interested, any friend is interested, I'm not interested. Let's just read here. Okay, first of all let me just zoom it a little bit, so you can also see it if you want to see it. You can take screenshots if you want. Uh, um, okay. Mr. Yuko, in addition to bring the director of the original game, you see, like as I told you, to bring the director of the original game to give more value to the anime. I mean, anime was not done by Yoko Taro, I will say this. You are also in charge of the series composition. We will see that together with director Masuyama for the anime, NieR Automata. What was your first impression when you met director Masuyama? Oh, let's see Yoko Taro's view, his thoughts. I thought, okay, you thought, I also thought. He was a very serious person. At first, he seemed to be like, I don't know much about the work yet. But then he not only played the main game, but he also read related works and analyzes articles and even settings that even okay, so that I had for I so you could have to forget his own lore. This is the reason why fans are so much fighting themselves again and again. But I don't think he actually forget anything. Like I have seen his stage plays, all concert shows. He literally never forget anything. Like he always start from the point, even there are 3 years, 5 years. He start with always the same point. I think mostly he talking about stuffs like all the crossover stuffs and other. I mean, obviously there are few things that even he ignores. For example, like director will take inspiration from Dragon Guard 2 or Dragon Guard games, but he do not take those elements. Like he all completely disobeyed. I mean, he completely say like I don't take care of Dragon Guard 2. This is what I think he did. I mean, Dragon Guard 2 was not done by him. I think, okay, sorry for that. He picked up all the elements and scattered throughout the work and said things like, so this is how the world of NieR was constructed, which took me by surprise. Laughs. I thought he had an otaku temperament. I'm also an otaku, Yoko Taro. Please meet me one day. Okay. Masuyama, he said, I tried to pick up as much as I could. Laughs. Yeah, obviously I can see him. So he played the game first to make the anime. Then he studied all the side materials, and then I also did many research about everything. Like I literally know about many things. Many people don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. So Yugo Taro, we thought in various places. Oh, this seems like something that fans would be happy about. Okay. The names Rose gave to number two and the others in chapter 17 were actually names that her name is Hinagata Yui. Hinagata Yui, who is actress for Rose in stage play Yorha version 1.2 musical, not musical drama version 1.2. It is version 1.2 musical. The names, obviously, these are translations. I told you, translations will have wrong names. Had posted on social media at the time. C has no he for he had a formidable antenna for picking up information like that. So what Yuko Taro is talking about is that obviously they are talking about like how Masuyama was taking inspiration from everything, every detail. Like just I told you, things that you could have forget. Rose at Hinagazui on her Twitter social media post. I know her from. I've seen her so many times on Twitter. She always gives me some good, nice replies. I love the way that all these actors, these are all like family, I will say. Working again and again, first in stage plays, then for game, and then for anime also. Voice actors work. This is the thing that makes NieR a very amazing work, universe, story, whatever you want to say. So just like Yoko Taro is saying that Ryuji I mean director Masuyama was taking inspiration from everything, and this is why for fans he included these names. And first of all, I will tell you that these names, just like you see here, these names were not given from the stage play. These are posted by Hinagata on her Twitter account and I mean her social media. Masuyama took those things from that, not like from stage play. Many people thought that, oh, these names are from stage play, like Felicia for A2. No, they are not from that. Okay, so let's see here. Masuyama Yuko sometimes casually blurts about out information. Oh, yeah, he's right. Yuko Taro sometimes casually blurts about out information that relates to the essence of this worldview. So I can't let my guards down. Yeah, it is just like I mean, of course, just like you see here in this anime Blu-ray he's talking just exactly like these things. Like Yoko Taro always give information, so important information in these limited medias. So if you miss anything, you miss everything. Uh, okay, I like this about Masuyama sir. He did very great job. Definitely, he really an otaku just like us fans. Okay, so let's just read here. Next question. What? Oh my God, I think I cannot finish every question. I will try my best, guys. What was your mindset when you started working on this film? Film, not film, anime. Masuyama. I first watched a gameplay video of NieR. Hmm. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay. Okay, so I mean, gameplay videos can never give you everything. You have to play the game completely. This is very contradicting. So Yugo Taro said that he played the game. I think maybe he played the game a long time before, and then for the anime he watched the gameplay videos. Okay, I thought it would be a good fit for a visual work. I have the impression that action games tend to be centered and around defeating enemies and bosses, but this game has a solid story. Obviously, yes. This is the thing. Many people say that Nier Automata is definitely, if it was a movie or story, it is a masterpiece, completely epic. Game-wise, you can say good, bad, or stuff. So I felt that it was very entertaining, so I thought it would be fun to make. Obviously, definitely. I hope that maybe we get a live action. I mean, just make a long series, or maybe just release an OVA. We want to see Emil and other characters, near reincarnation, near replicant anime. I want that. Okay. Mm, okay. Oh, sorry. Let's see this. Second question. It seems that the two of you were very active in exchanging opinions from the very first meeting about the series composition. Let's see. Yoko Taro, I didn't want to have a so-called matchmaking situations where neither of us would share our ideas. Neither of us would share our ideas. Of course, I offered some, and director Masuyama also came up with some great ideas. Masuyama. First, I gave a rough outline of the series, including what elements I wanted to include in each episode so that I could get a sense of the flow. Yuko responded by saying something like, this is too similar to the original game. So let's change it a bit more. Okay, so this is what Yuko have said. Yeah, this is very. When anime was first started in 2013, yes, this is the thing that people said about that Yoko Taro wanted to change the anime and Masuyama wanted to adapt the game so much. We all gave our opinions and made adjustment. I think that it this has become the trend. Yes, obviously. Just like I told you, everything was mixed. Okay, Yoko Taro. Rather than having the fans see the same things as game, I wanted to provide something more fun. And as a creator, I thought it wouldn't be interesting if we just release the game as yeah. Okay, let's just go with this chapter. At least I finished some chapters and pages. We have like 8 pages. I don't know. In the end, they said now Yoko can be the series composer. Series composer? Oh, yeah. So this is how he got the job, like the title that he will be the composer, and that's how I was given this title. Yeah, like say title. Even in a game. Oh, sorry. Even in a work that has a solid story like Nier Automata, things don't always go as is. You go. That's right. Okay, that's right. The rhythm of the story is different between the game and the anime. The game isn't made with the assumption of a punchline or a climax like a weekly TV anime. In that sense, it's difficult. So I told producer Matsumoto that Miho, like he's called him Miho. Oh, maybe he called him Miho. Yoko Taro's called Miho, and we see the name that I think that musical drama Yorha musical drama sorry, not drama, it is stage play, Yorha stage play or Yorha boy stage play would be easier to visualize, but she immediately rejected my idea saying no, we are going to do the main story of the. Oh my god, why the hell, why Matsumoto, why? I wanted the Your Her Stage Play and Your How Boys adapted. These are the stories that people literally don't know. I mean, Your How Boys story is something that people will never know, and this was I will say in 2018 when the stage play was produced. Your How Boys version 1.0 was the first Your How stage play. Yoko Taro wrote the whole script and did the whole work. And that is why, if you see the Your How Boys stage play, you will understand the world building of Nier Automata, settings, timeline, androids, everything. And that is very impactful and it will literally make you cry. The story will make you cry, I will say. Let's see the second question. One of the bold changes made to the anime series is that the leader of the resistance is now Lily. Yeah, oh, the change. I talked about this before on my post. Was this idea Yoko-san? Oh, they are asking whose ideas it was. I want. Oh, sorry guys, my place isn't so much noisy. If you're hearing some noises, birds are here, people are giving ice cream. I mean, some street food always make noise, and I. Wait a minute. Oh, good. So let's see whose idea it was. Yoko. It seems like it was me. It seems like it was. Oh, Yoko. But I don't remember why I did. F you. Why did you change her? Why did you change Hatsumi, voice actor for 210? Let me just tell you. Here, Masuyama. In the game, the resistance leader, Anamani, and operator 210 was both voiced by Mary Hatsumi. Yes, I talked about this on my post. So, see, like I told you, and her voice is very great. Like I told you many times, these voice actors worked with Yoko Taro many times in different projects. In his stage plays like Bakugan, not Bakugan, and Bakugan, yes. And in fact, the motion capture artist for 2B and A2 both are same, and she also did motion capture for Zero from Dragon Guard 3. So you can see why the Nier Automata is the only most popular game from Yoko Taro, because again and again doing work will make you good with your work, obviously. Let's see here what Masuyama was saying. So the idea came out when we were considering how to incorporate that into the anime. Uh, Wait a minute, let me just read it again. In the game, the resistance leader, Anomaly, and Operator 210 were both voiced by Mari Hatsumi. So the idea came out when we were considering how to incorporate that into the anime. Yuko suggested that we just change the character itself. I just okay, doesn't matter. Lily is also a very good character. Yoko, I wanted to change as many parts as possible if there were any that could be changed. In that sense, I think the fact that the cast overlapped was a good hint for making changes. However, regarding the Pearl Harbor landing, it is Pearl Harbor mission, not landing. It is Pearl Harbor decent mission, Pearl Harbor decent record, not landing or attack. Like in the novels, it is written Pearl Harbor decent attack. Completely wrong name. Okay, I wanted to convey that it wasn't something that the anime side had made up on its own, but something that was built on the accumulated experience of NieR up until that point. So I asked that the cast be as many stage actors as possible. Yes, see, like I told you, Yoko Taro worked with all actors again and again. So this is very great thing that Yoko Taro at least asked them to. bring back all the actors again. And yeah, I will say a nice idea. Matsuyama. In the play, Lily and Daisy survived. So in this anime, the weakest character survived. Yeah, if you don't know, like in different stages, like we have five stage plays for A2 story. Initially, the Lily and Daisy, the fat lady you see in the anime, they both survive in the version 1.1.3a and 1.3a in the in 2019 and 20 in 10th anniversary. The stage play was released in 10th anniversary, the last stage play for Pearl Harbor. Lily and Daisy both survived, so that's why they decided to bring Lily only. I think that was a really great idea. Lily was very great, and you know her backstory that will make you. I will like every story makes you sad. Every story makes you feel sad. Let's just read. It, uh, Okay, good. It was thought that it would be more interesting to be the leader. I mean, C will be a reader. So the name was changed from Anomaly to Lily. Oh yeah, this is also we can say like a name is changed from Anomaly to Lily. Character became little bit shorter, but I will say Anomaly is a character who was like people from the game never care about her. But Anomaly, I hoped that at least anime will give her some praise or some spotlight. But you see, those people who watch the anime know what happened with Anamani. Even her role with the scene where she's kill 21 scanner 21 that was even removed to just make changes as possible. Well, it is also good because for stage play fans, for us, we have something experience, we have some experience that others people will never have. So I think this is good. I think this is good. We have something that others people don't know. This is something that I love about Yoko Taro. Changing things again and again, he preserved the value of game, stage play, novels. Like if you think like, oh, anime did adapted every lore, so there is no need to play the game or like anime read the novels and stuff. You are heavily mistaken. Like you are really going on a wrong track. You really don't. You really shouldn't just think that anime can give you everything. Okay, let's just see with. Uh, oh my God, there's so many chapters. Let me just read it. Yuko, I always try to find the balance that both first-time customers, oh yeah, yeah, and existing customers can enjoy, and it feels like I have been walking a tightrope. I don't. What is tightrope? Okay, no, sorry, forget that. I wonder if existing customers will be interested in what does it mean that Lily is the leader. That is what I was saying all this whole time. Okay, Masuyama, it's the same feeling when you reserve the order in reverse the order in which Adam and Eve are defeated. Yeah. Uh, one detail I want to tell you about Adam and Eve. You see, in the report there are other main other reports about Accord in this anime. Accord said that 2B is now a singularity. Why she became a singularity is because she killed Eve first in this timeline, and then Adam died. So this change made to be a singularity. This is what even Accord said in the episode number 13 when to be killed 9S. Accord report says that the project of observation, who is obviously to be, she is doing the same activity again and again in every timeline. So Accord is telling us that 2B is killing 9S in every timeline. So every timeline have this scenario that 2B will kill 9S. So I mean, this says that Yoko Taro is giving emphasis to his story. Yoko Taro is saying that this event is very like important, not like important, but this is something that you will see in every timeline. So 2B killing 9S will happen in every timeline. And after 2B killed Eve and then Adam, so C's has now become singularity. In the episode number 13, when Accord said that this observation, this event is before when a subject was a singularity, means this is saying that the episode 13 that you see that when 2B killed 9S, that was the time when 2B was not a singularity. That happened before the episode number 1 of the episode, this whole series. Yes, many people don't remember that episode number 13 was actually a prequel episode for the whole series. It happened before 9S met 2B in the factory. So this is the thing. Okay, let's read more. I don't know. Yoko Taro, that's there are so many things. If you want to read, you can obviously read yourself. Make screenshots. Oh, here. I like this. This thing. This thing. Let's read here. Mm, let's read from here. Masuyama. All of this is possible thanks to the. No, let's just read here from. Let me just read everything. Yoko, I wanted to expand on the relationship between those two characters that were depicted in the game a bit more in the anime. Yeah, Adam and Eve, their relationship. I thought that by changing their position from the game, their personalities would come out more clearly. Yeah, I actually love this idea because Adam died so early in the animes. I mean, in the game, I was like, oh, he was a very great character. Like his hunger for knowledge was a very great idea for the story. Interesting. Masuyama, all of this is possible thanks to handiwork branching. Yeah, you see, now they are giving excuses like obviously. Let's just read first of all here. Yuko, that's right. Loves. Originally, Square Enix told us to gain volume as game during Dragon Guard. So we created branching stages for loop play. So it's all Square Enix for. Oh, I see, I see. Yoko Taro is saying that originally when he made Dragon Guard game, Square Enix told him that just get more volumes for the game, make people play the game more and more. So Yoko Taro obviously made branches because obviously if you have many endings, you will be like, oh, I haven't finished the game. Let's just finish the game. Come back, play again. So obviously this was the strategy for Yoko Taro to, and Yoko Taro is blaming this on Square Enix that if my game had this many branches and complicated stories, this is because Square Enix asked for it. And together laugh. They both of them are laughing, and this is very accurate. If you think about it, many endings in the game don't make sense. For example, for Automata, ending C where A2 dies and then 2B Nanas die, that is a bad ending. The actual ending is D where 2B, sorry, A2 and Nanas stab each other. Then obviously it continues with ending E where 2B Nanas A2 all are resurrected by pods, and then story continues with farewell story, and then obviously we again continue with the end of the data concerned and NieR reincarnation starts. So you need to understand some element stories. I've talked about this so many times. Some elements in the game are just for the game. Like Ninus never went to with Adam in the Ark. He never left the Earth with machines. That never happened. Read the novels. Read the chronology. You will understand everything. Namasuyama. It's because of that fans can accept these slightly unusual settings as normal, and first time viewers can watch it thinking that's how it is. So I think it's because of very natural format. If it was a world without branching, the anime side might have been beaten up a pulp. Yeah, obviously. Without, I mean, this is the thing. Fans have the answers that this must be another branch. Everyone was saying that oh, anime is another branch. We can take it like an another branch. So just don't force yourself that what is the meaning of all these changes. Yugo Taro. Oh, he's talking about Marvels. Thanks to Marvels, things like multiverse, multiverse became that is oh my god. I never thought that Yoko Taro also watch Marvel movies. So he's talking about Marvel movies. Thanks to Marvels, things like multiverse have become popular recently. He laughs. Yeah, that is true. Just like I told you. With the concept of multiverse, fans always say like, "Oh, so this movie we can say like it is not a reboot." There was a time when people just make different versions for like horror movies. If you watch horror movies like Freddy, Jason, Michael, I mean, there are many Halloween. We have many horror legends. So many horror stories have reboots because many times studio buy the rights and stuff just like that. So but now fans are saying that previously people used to say like, oh, these are different movies by different directors, different studios, but now people say like, oh, we can consider like these are alternate stories, alternate universes of the same character, because the idea of multiverse is very popular after Marvels. So obviously fans will always give reason that why these changes are happening even if there is no need. So Yuko Taro is literally saying that I don't have to explain anything. Yuko Taro don't have to explain anything. Fans will always understand everything themselves. They will think. This is what Yuko Taro said once. Fans are free to think what they think. Still, each media has its own structure, characteristics. Yes. And this is what Yogotaro loves. NieR is not just a game; it is a multimedia franchisee. Stage plays, animes, concert, novels, everything. Okay, so I don't think you can make the most of the appeal by simply adapting it into an anime as is. If that's the case, then I personally think it would be better to change that. In particular, I thought that things should be changed for NieR, and I was probably yeah. Yugo Taro changed so many of his ideas after Dragon Guard to NieR. Like you see, there is a very big difference between NieR and Dragon Guard. I was probably the only one who could say that, so I tried to speak out as loudly as possible. Oh, yeah, I see. So it looks like that production wanted to adapt everything accurately. Yugo Taro wanted to give new ideas. At least, I mean, obviously, he has the title of game director for Nier Automata and other games, but he once said, Yuko Taro said that if you know the platinum game director, designer of Nier Automata, Sir Taro, he was. Yuko Taro said that, why don't you take the title of director? But he said, no, I'm not going to take it. So this is how Yuko Taro got the title of Nier Automata director, game director, because all of them were playing the game, I mean making the game together. There are many people. Automata is a success because Yuko Taro, Yusuke Saito-sen, Keiichi Kawe, and then Taro-sen, who did the game design, who was the platinum game designer. His work is the reason why NieR Automata is a spectacular action game. Oh my God! I'm talking so much. I wonder if you can even understand and hear what I'm saying. I will just see what I said in my editing. Masuyama. In this case, there were many things that were easy to express in a game but difficult to express in anime. Yes, of course. So I think it was good for the production team that we were able to do it without hesitation and try to make it work in an anime way. Okay. It seems like okay. Another question. It seems like there was a lot of communication during the scenario meeting as well. Okay, I cannot read everything. I don't. This question. Let's see another question. Which episode was the most difficult? Oh, this one is good. Masuyama. It's the final episode after all. Yeah, of course. I think it was closer to the game in the beginning. Yeah, of course. Director Masuyama also added a lot of direction, so we had a lot of back and forth. Masuyama. When I write a script, I try to imagine the images as I write, but I guess it's because I use a different part of the branch. Hmm. But sorry, brain. Sorry. But when I turn it into an image, there is always a discrepancy. Sorry, some words are difficult for me to speak. I mean, okay, sorry. I came up with the idea of white box. Yeah, the anime scene white box with A2. That was very beautiful. To fill that gap by releasing this, I felt like I had reached the ending of the story. I think it was a good fit to combine that with Lisa's song Black Box. Oh yeah. Oh, so they are even saying Lisa's the Black Box opening song. So okay, sorry. So Masuyama sir did that white box with A2 so he can catch with the Lisa's black box. A nice creative idea. I love it. Uh, Yuko-sen, I never imagined that Lisa's voice would be included in the main story. So the moment Black Box started, I honestly thought that's not fair. That's not okay. Yuko Taro is being jealous. Okay, they both laughs. It's a possible scenario in a Yuko anime, but I didn't think it would happen in that scenario in here. Okay. Yeah, of course. Like if you talk about like Jackass in a bikini, I mean, in that how to swimsuit, any fan can literally see that this thing must be not a game thing. I mean, if you're a game fan, you always know that many things were so silly and just for the anime. just for the anime. Like I will say, for A2's fight, that was a very cool fight. But A2's fight with Goliath, I mean, stopping the whole Goliath with just sword, that is technically not something that is in the game lore. I mean, if she can do that, then there is no point of this whole war. Like literally, she can alone kill everyone. I mean, why the hell she never used that for situations like where Lily was dying or like her friends were dying? She could have used that. Doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, anime was silly with so many ideas. Masuyama. There were changes from the scenarios, but there were also changes in the discussions with Yukoto after the storyboard was completed. Wait a minute. Why you are discussing with Yoko Taro after you make the storyboard? There's no use of discussing if you already made a storyboard. I felt like we were able to finish it properly by having the video end with A2 on screen after a code. That's a code appears at the end. Oh, let's see what they say about a code. It's not normal to make something that takes so much time right up to the last time minute. So I'm happy I made you stick with it that long. Yoko, no, no, I was very grateful. I think it was thanks to director Masuyama's character that we were able to do this with the anime adaptation of the work I was involved in. Wait a minute. The thing they say that it's not normal to make something that takes so much time right up to the last minute. I think maybe you could tell. So it looks I don't much understand, but I feel like Masuyama sir is saying that he made the storyboard for the final episode, and then Yuko Taro saw that storyboard and he said like maybe let's just add a code, and Ryuji Masuyama was like uh, we don't have time and we have to do a whole character. So obviously that will be so hard, but he did it, and the way he's saying thank you to him, of it looks like the cameo was from Yuko Taro. It doesn't matter. It was really good because every fan was asking for a code. They were asking, show us a code. We want to see a code in this branch. Let's give us fan service. Nice job, Yogotaro. Masuyama. Yes, in this work, the characters start to walk on their own. Uh, because the behavioral patterns that the characters themselves can have are established. They move in ways that deviates from the scenarios. Deviates from scenarios, creating a gap. I think it was successful to have reached that point. Have you had any similar experience with the game scenarios? Yuko, that's right. When we actually played the game, you moved the character. Nah, that's not something I want to see. Okay, that was especially noticeable in the final episode. Oh, I see something. What was it? This was especially noticeable in the final episode. Let's see what they're saying. Masuyama. Yes, it was after a lot of things that happened. Director Masuyama wanted to prove Yuko's work, improve Yuko's work, and I also wanted to deliver something that had a proper final result. So we exchanged messages a lot. Exchange message a lot. Oh, I think they were text messaging each other. Yoko once said this with Junishima when they were writing the novels. Junishima was always chatting with her on their obviously their whatever their message or their WhatsApp. I don't know if they use WhatsApp. So they were chatting, not were like actually in a room or talking to each other in personal. They were making sharing their ideas with chat and messages. Masuyama. It was really just the last minute. I had to finish the storyboard right away and get to work, and I didn't have any more ideas to offer. But Yuko-sen made a suggestion with an exquisite nuance, nuance from an objective point of view. What was that point of view? Oh, that thing. Here, see it. Let me just zoom it a little bit for you if you can not. Here, Yoko. In the storyboard for the final episode, Ninus was portrayed as a terrible villain, but we changed his portrayal to show that he was also a somewhat pitiful person. Masuyama, the artwork itself doesn't change much, just the way the dialogues is delivered. But oh, so that's the thing. Yeah, I see that. If you see the anime last moments, Nana said thank you to A2. If you remove that part, he's completely like an that kind of villain idiot person. And yeah, I will say in many parts he was portrayed like an idiot. Uh, It's looks like Yoko Taro tried to stop that, but with the limitations, Masuyama was not able to do anything. Let's see, Masuyama. The artwork itself doesn't change much, just the way the dialogue is delivered, but the story itself changes dramatically. Yeah, you see, I can literally see. Just like those dialogues of Nines, if you change the meaning of those dialogues, or if you remove those dialogues, or definitely the story will portray like Nines was the accurate villain. But adding those dialogues, people get little bit sympathy with his character. Looks like this is what Yoko Taro asked for. I was very grateful for that. Well, I was not grateful for the decision. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So this is this chap. Mm, okay, I have so many chapters. Okay, I think this is enough for this video. I don't think I can go up with. You see how many pages we have. We will continue with that. For now, we have done this whole page. We have done. We have also done this page. So we will continue this third page, fourth page, and then we have these. Oh my God! I don't think I will read this again. If anyone is interested to read all these things, if anyone ask me, maybe I can share you with some idea. I don't know. Thank you everyone. I'll see you again in another near Automata fan video. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe we will meet again. So thank you everyone. I'll see you again, and until then, farewell.